All right, Ramon, we're asking sellers how they get their clothes on. And so when you get dressed in the morning, do you go sock, shoe, or do you go sock, sock, shoe, shoe?
This is gonna be brutally honest. I'm going no socks, no pants, shirt on.
You what?
Business up top, casual at the bottom.
You're straight Winnie the Pooh out here.
Yeah. We're just I work remote, so that's the benefits of that, right? So Winnie the Pooh, but business casual up top.
Okay. And if you gotta get up, you gotta.
Yeah, you can't get up.
Don't get up.
You can't get up.
You gotta lock in for real.
Yeah. You can't. You can't move.
That's.
Gotta be careful.
I asked, so
fair. That's a good one.
That was my question. You answered, so I appreciate you. Switching gears, where do you see sellers lose momentum in a deal? Is it before the call starts? Is it on that call? Or is it after?
I think what I see, like I'm the solution consultant, so I'm working with the sellers. And I think a lot of the momentum is lost when you're in that call. And at the end of the call, you're sometimes feel like you're not really listening. You're more like trying to sell. Like you're already getting to the finale before doing all the right steps to get there. So what I find a lot is that during the call, they'll kind of listen, they'll ask the same type of questions they usually do. But then at the end, they'll offer up something crazy that should be done closer to the end of the deal cycle, right?
Yep.
Sales is all about a give and get,
yep.
Right? So if you're just giving and giving and giving, they're going to be like, either why do they keep giving, or we're not going to give them access to stakeholders, you know, and it is a give and get. So that's where I see the biggest mistake happening right now.
With all the AI sales tools in the world, why do sellers still struggle with that part?
That part I'm not really sure, right? Like even, like for me with AI, like I can ask AI, like, analyze a 10K report and take my tool that I sell and, you know, align that to their needs, right? So you can do so much today, but I am finding more and more that a lot of that process is getting automated, right? There are tools now that'll run through the entire med pick cycle for you, right? It'll analyze your deal in Salesforce, for example. It'll say, hey, you're missing this, this, and this for med pick. So I think they'll begin to struggle less and less. But another big issue that I see is that a lot of sellers now they've been in the game for a really long time. Yeah. And the longer you're in the game, the less likely you are to adapt to new things coming out, right? Everybody's a little scared, right?
See that as well. What's the worst sales call you've ever been a part of?
I joined a sales call and it was our intro demo. We just met them for the first time. And at the end of the call, my rep's like, hey, we should do an on-site workshop as our next step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. So
just jump.
It never happened, luckily, but that was what was offered at the end. So it wasn't it wasn't great.
Lost momentum. That's your example.
I'm gonna try
skipping steps.
Too much momentum, and then you just lose it all, right?
Just shooting weird shots.
The client's reply actually was, "What's a workshop? Like, what's the success criteria?" And if a client's asking you what the success criteria is, you already lost.
We're here at the Gartner CSO Summit or Gartner CSO Conference. Abundance of AI tools around. How much of the stuff you think is science fiction pie in the sky versus practical use case, practical value you can get right now?
Yeah. Okay. So I have
talk that
my
talk.
opinion on this as well is like I'm okay with AI when it's you know when it's enhancing every single booth here says AI, right? AI, and if it's like enhancing your sellers or if it's like helping your same employees kind of like achieve a little bit more or maybe do a little bit more with less, I'm fine. But nowadays you like scroll LinkedIn, you see all these companies like, oh, replace your SDRs. And I'm like, we're kind of losing a little bit of the plot, right? Like, who are you going to sell your tools to when nobody has a job? Like, we shouldn't lead with, let's replace everyone, right? Like, just the direction that we're going for some companies, I don't like it when it's sold as a replacement tool. But I think a lot of it this year, last year was more pie in the sky. This year it feels a lot more real. How many of these will exist in 5 years? Who knows? There's probably going to be a lot of consolidation, but it's looking a lot more real this year. Like I've seen some that I'm like, wow, like that could help, right?
Yeah, very cool. All right, well, Ramon, that was our 5 and 5. That's Ramon. I'll see you guys on the next one.